This was from last week, but we missed last week, so didn't get to cover it too much. But the Dudley boys, they did an interview with
Maven.
Maven, is what I said. And the question came up if Devon had dealt with racism as part of being in the Dudley boys. So this was interesting because he definitely exposes someone. So let's hear what he says about it.
90s, well,
Hold
1999,
on.
2000.
First of all, before we even get into the clip, why are they sitting in the chairs like that? Look at that. They're all so widespread.
That's a good question.
I don't know why I noticed that so quick.
Maven, especially, it looks like he's doing like DDP yoga or some shit.
Well, he saw how they were sitting and was like, well, I got to sit like that too.
I guess you can't sit cross-legged. What's a good medium? Well, if you put your legs together, you still look kind of feminine.
Well, there's the mic stands there. Maybe they're trying to go around the mic stands. I don't know. They're very spread eagle. All of them.
Their philosophy was still stuck in the 50s and 60s. A black man should never say anything because of the fact that he's black and you're in a white man's business.
But let me ask you this. Hold on. Do you think from the first day that we ever got together that we ever experienced or you ever experienced racism?
No, I didn't experience it when we were together because of the fact that when we got together, we were in ECW. And in ECW, I did not experience it. I experienced it in WWE. You know, I experienced it with certain top officials who I don't really want to go and say any names because I feel...
Say names.
Well, you know, I'm just going to say it like this, you know. You know, I didn't wear a 10-gallon hat or anything, but my point was, you know, when a person...
Go Sooners!
Yeah, but when a person comes up to you and tells you that they don't like you because of the color of your skin, and you're sitting up there going, wow, really? We're in 1999, 2000, and you're still coming to me and saying crap like this? There were certain people in that organization in that time that felt that I should not have said anything, who had power to basically bury me if need be, just because I might have stood up for what I felt was right.
Bubba, did you ever notice any racism, or did you ever feel like you had to...
This isn't like the 2025 thing where you say, oh, he's saying racism, but it's not really racism. From what he just said there, without naming a specific name, now we can get that was JR. 10-gallon hats and go Sooners. He basically straight up said, I don't like you because the color of your skin.
I don't know.
So, you don't know? What do you mean you don't know? That's pretty direct.
I have a hard time believing that somebody would just say that.
You think he said something else and that's the way it was taken?
I'm not saying that he wasn't racist or anything like that, or he didn't say some racist shit. Just that blatant? Was it in front of a group of people? Did he like, hey, come here, Devon, let me take you aside. I don't like you because you're a nigger.
It might be that way. I mean, I don't know. You knew back in the 90s, though, the black talent weren't getting pushed as they should.
We're talking about Ahmed Johnson. There's Farouk. There's the Nation of Domination. There was The Rock. You had The Godfather, King Mabel.
But none of them were champions except for The Rock. Oh, Ahmed Johnson
Farouk was a champion.
Well, that's about intercontinental. I'm talking about world champion. I remember when the Nation kind of started, when Farouk, he was wearing that weird
gladiator thing. He was Farouk Assad.
Yeah, he was wearing that gladiator thing. And it was when the Nation had started. And he basically said there's not been a black champion. And
yeah, Ahmed was supposed to break that glass ceiling, but he sucked.
Yeah,
he ruined it for Farouk, because I'm sure that Farouk would have gotten a title from that.
I think Farouk could have been a champion.
Fuck you, he could have been a champion. He would have been a goddamn good champion.
Yeah, he could have been a champion. And he was the champion in WCW.
I think he was their first black champion too.
Yeah, but I just remember him pointing that out, and I thought about it, I was like, wow, there hasn't been. But yeah, I thought he was going to be the first, but
Flash Funk, let's not forget about him. Have a black guy be a pimp. It's dancing. It's pretty creative.
But none of them were treated as top guys.
Ahmed Johnson was. I think a lot of them were treated as top guys. They just weren't the top guy.
Well, yeah, Ahmed Johnson, he kind of ruined it. He was going to be like an Ultimate Warrior type, I think. or at least he was going to get a hell of a run, but yeah, he just couldn't cut it.
I'd almost argue that they're worse off now than they were back then.
Well, and there it is. JR is not there anymore, but it is kind of interesting that Carmelo Hayes can't seem to get a push. Montez Ford, they had that thing where he's about to break out as a single star. He doesn't get a push.
And they keep trying to like do shit with them, and they keep repainting them and reconfiguring them, and they put them with Bobby Lashley only to cut Bobby Lashley or let him walk or whatever the fuck they did with him.
I think he walked.
Either way, they keep blue balling the profits because it seems like they keep gearing them up for something great and then nothing.
Yeah, and it's like, why do they keep doing that? I don't know. It just makes it interesting because, if we're in the 90s, Triple H was back then. I'm not saying they're racist. God, they're not racist now. But it is a big coincidence. People complain about the black talent. Everybody wants to forget about Bianca Belair, who people were getting sick of because she was winning so much. And we always go through this whole argument of like, is it because they're not pushing black talent, or is it because it's the likes of like Carmelo Hayes, you can tell is not necessarily a top guy. I don't care what people think. He's not a top guy. Maybe Trick Williams can be.
Yeah.
I still hang my hat on if they fumble Obafemi, then yes. We're going to have to bring them allegations.
I can name more black talent that I enjoyed watching in the racist 90s/2000s than I do today.
Well, that's because there was just talent.
There was talent and there was characters. Like you had D-Lo, he had personality. You had The Godfather, he had personality. Mark Henry. God, Mark Henry.
Who became champion. But this was after the ceiling was broken, I guess. But I don't know. And JR has not addressed this as of yet. So
how do you address that?
He's lying. I don't know. I'm not racist.
Well, okay.
Or I never said that.
He says that, but then like nobody believes him because that's just how it goes.
He could say, I never said that to him.
Yeah, then no one will believe him.
Like, yes, you did. I was there.
Yeah.
Nope, you're too late.
Shut up,
The
racist.
internet has spoken.
I would just love to see an interview with a black guy without, did you experience racism?
It is a relevant question.
Yeah, maybe the first 100 times Devon was asked that, like every fucking time he's interviewed, racism. He's talked about racism before. Maven's talked about racism before. Like, Jesus Christ, find a new fucking grift.
Well, unfortunately, it's still around.
No, it's not. No, it's not, you colored bastard.